Well, Kevin, give us your thoughts on that little run out there.
Delighted. I thought lots of positives to come out of it. You know, I think we got a really good training session in, if you like, in terms of no disrespect to Rolls Royce, but we wanted to use it so that we can see different formations within the lads, see them sort of start communicating and getting them you know, together. And you know, both teams played 3 formations. I don't know if you would have realised, but both teams played 3 formations within the half. And I thought, although we were ruthless, there's still a bit more ruthlessness to get. So really pleased, good day all round, and just glad that we've got no injury worries now.
Now, there was a little whisper doing around the camp that whoever won the most in each half had to do some extra running. Is that right?
Well, listen, we have our internal competition. We have our and you have to in games, because we want to see what we can produce and to keep people on the toes. So that will remain confidential from you, Lee, because I know that it will be on Twitter within 2 minutes, if I tell you so. But no, listen, the lads they were brilliant. We got exactly what we needed out of it today, and we're ready to go for tomorrow now. Were
you particularly impressed with how the attitude shown by some of the players? I mean, because I know people look at the opposition and no disrespect to Rolls Royce, but can just sometimes just go through the motions. But I thought the attitude of the players today was absolutely first class.
Yeah, and that's something what we're working on to make sure we demand from them. You know, they've got to make sure that they are ready for us. They've got to make sure that they treat everybody with respect and with the utmost respect with that. And we've treated Rolls Royce. They've looked after us very well again. And so we were coming here and we knew we had a job to do. They've enjoyed the day and enjoyed our company, but most of all, we've got to make sure that we're ready for August the 4th. So today was all about making sure that we got that ruthless streak in us.
And some of the quality of the finishes. I mean, I know you could look at the opposition, but 20-yard strikes, bottom corner, top corner.
Yeah, of course. I think, listen, there's some lovely bits of play, and some of it didn't even get, they didn't get the outcomes we wanted. But I mean, I think overall, when you play your first game, you want things to start ticking. You want everyone to sort of be in sync with each other. And I thought we looked quite fluid today, and that's a pleasing thing.
And the 3 formations inside each half, we did notice it, because we noticed Terry Awkridge coming into a central position. He did very well in that, didn't he?
Yeah, Terry's been brilliant since he's come back. Listen, he's a great lad. He's done fantastically well for us last year, and as it all. And I think because of his cleverness in and around the final third with the paper we've gone, and he'll only become on leaps and bounds for us as well.
Matt Tootle scored a terrific goal. I'm more interested to know what your thoughts were about his Ronaldo celebration.
Yeah, well, he's not quite as good looking as Ronaldo, but it might take him a few years to get there. But listen, he's a quality player. I think we were delighted to sign him last year for a number of years here, and hopefully now he'll show what he's got. We think he's got, there's still more to come from that. But I thought he deservedly got Player of the Year last year, and I'm hoping that he goes on again this year and does it just exactly the same.
And Kane Hemmings, Christian Dennis, Baseford on Tuesday night. Do you think they'll be ready for that, or do you think they'll just need a few more days?
No, listen, we've got to make sure. It's been a tough week. And the lads are going to need a couple of days just to rest, recuperate. I'm hoping that we'll see them near the end of the week, towards then. So we might see them in an outing in the next couple of weeks, but I'm not going to push them. They're new to the club, they're new to the regime, they're new to everything what we're doing here. So we've got to make sure that we sort of build them up and we get that in, so that they don't have these 2 weeks off. If they are going, they're only going to be going out for days and days, not weeks.
And you brought some of the younger kids in today. How did you think they did?
Yeah, quality. Obviously, Birdie, I thought, he's a year on, you would believe where he is now. He's absolutely fantastic. Done absolutely brilliant again today. His passing, his left foot, everything about him. Again, we can still keep improving. Betty, another centre half who we really got high hopes for. I think he done really well in the second half. Remy, with all his blisters and cuts on his feet and everything, he's done fantastically well. Some good finishes, but things what we've got lots of young and youth, and there's not really experience, but we've got to give them. And by doing this today, I think it'll bring them on a lot more. So we even had Ty and Declan Dunn. Ty come on for Declan Dunn because he got a bit of an hit, and he's done fantastically well. Not really had any exposure towards the first team, so I thought it was valuable for him. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm really excited and really looking forward to it, and I thought the lads they showed terrific attitude, and they were great today.
Top man. Cheers.